wind whistled through the trees, creating an eerie symphony that echoed through the quiet mountain cabin. My son, Kaysen, and I had embarked on a much-needed guy's weekend getaway, far from the hustle and bustle of city life. It was a quaint cabin nestled in the heart of the woods, the perfect place to bond and create memories. The first night was filled with laughter, as we grilled burgers and recounted old tales around the crackling fire. As the night grew darker, the cabin felt cozier and we settled in to watch a movie. That's when it began. A faint chime broke the silence. The sound seemed to come from the direction of the front door. I exchanged a puzzled glance with Case. "Did you order something?" I asked, trying to shake off the unease creeping up my spine. Kaysen shook his head, his brow furrowed. "No, Dad. I didn't order anything. Maybe it's just a glitch with the Ring doorbell." I nodded, hoping he was right. But then it happened again. Chime, a notification on my phone. I opened the Ring app, heart pounding. The screen displayed the live feed from the doorbell camera. I saw nothing but the inky darkness of the night. "It's probably just an animal or a bug triggering the motion sensor," I reassured Case, though the unease in my voice betrayed my own lack of conviction. We resumed the movie, but the atmosphere had shifted. The unease lingered, and every creak of the floorboards and every gust of wind outside made us jump. Just as we started to relax again, the doorbell chimed once more. This time I was quick to open the app. The live feed revealed a shadowy figure standing on the porch. My heart raced as I watched the person, a man clad in tattered clothes, staring directly into the camera. It was as if he knew he was being watched. "Dad, who is that?" Kaysen's voice trembled. "I don't know, Kaysen," I replied, my mind racing to find a rational explanation. Maybe it's just someone lost or looking for help. As if on cue, the man on the porch raised his hand and knocked on the door. 3 slow and deliberate knocks. My blood turned to ice. The knocks echoed in the cabin, drowning out the sound of our pounding hearts. "We should call the police," Kaysen whispered. But before I could react, the man's lips curled into a twisted smile, revealing a row of yellowed teeth. He turned and walked away from the camera's view. I grabbed my phone and dialed 911, my voice shaking as I explained the situation to the operator. They assured me that an officer would be dispatched to the cabin immediately. Minutes felt like hours as we huddled in the living room, every sound outside magnified into a potential threat. Finally, the distant wail of a siren broke the silence, and relief washed over me. The police officer, a burly man with a no-nonsense demeanor, took our statement and assured us they would search the area thoroughly. As he left, I couldn't shake off the feeling that we were being watched, that those dark woods held secrets we couldn't fathom. The rest of the night passed in fits of uneasy sleep. Every rustle of leaves, every distant hoot of an owl seemed to be amplified in the darkness. Morning came, and with it a sense of cautious optimism. Maybe the stranger had moved on and we could salvage what was left of our weekend. Over breakfast, I tried to make light of the situation. "Well, that's a story to tell when we get back, right?" Kaysen managed a weak smile, but I could see the lingering fear in his eyes. We decided to take a hike, hoping that the fresh mountain air would help clear our minds. As we returned in the afternoon, exhaustion tugged at our muscles, and we were both eager to relax. That's when I saw it, a new notification from the Ring doorbell. My heart sank. The dread returned tenfold as I opened the app, revealing a video clip recorded just minutes ago. I pressed play and my blood turned to ice. The video showed the cabin's living room, the very room we had been in, illuminated by the soft glow of the television. But what caught my eye was the figure standing in the corner. It was the same man, the same tattered clothes, but now he was inside the cabin. I grabbed Kaysen by the arm and showed him the video. His face turned ashen, and I knew that this nightmare was far from over. "Dad, we need to leave," Kaysen whispered, his voice trembling. I nodded, my heart racing. We packed our bags in a hurry, our minds racing with fear. Just as we were about to step out of the cabin, a voice echoed through the air, a haunting whisper that seemed to come from all directions at once. "Leaving so soon?" We bolted out of the cabin, not looking back, and ran to the car. As I fumbled with the keys, I glanced back at the cabin's window. Standing there in the dim light was the man. His eyes met mine, and his lips curled into that same twisted smile. We sped down the mountain, the horror of that weekend etched into our memories forever. The Ring doorbell, meant to offer security, had become a conduit for something malevolent. And as the cabin disappeared from view, I couldn't shake off the feeling that we had narrowly escaped a darkness that defied all reason. A darkness that had been lurking right outside our door.